Bonjour tout le monde, bienvenue à la classe de français. Aujourd'hui, nous allons étudier c'est comment. C'est comment. And c'est comment is a question that says, what's it like? What's it like? And so we are going to learn how to describe things using colors. Les couleurs. Répétez, les couleurs. Rouge, rouge. Orange, orange. Jaune, jaune. Vert, vert. Bleu, bleu. Violet, violet. Rose, rose. Marron, marron. Noir, noir. Blanc, blanc. Gris, gris. Bleu clair, bleu clair. So if you want to say something is a light blue or a light anything, you put the word clair after it. And if something is a dark color, you say, for example, bleu foncé, bleu foncé. One thing I wanted to point out about the colors is that because colors are adjectives, and in French, adjectives must agree with the object that they're describing, we need to have different variations of the colors. So this is actually a picture from your resource guide. And as you can see, if you look across the top, the color purple, if you're talking about a masculine object, for example, a backpack, and it's un sac à dos, you'd say un sac à dos violet. But if you're talking about an object that is feminine, like a calculatrice, then you have to use the word violette, violette. And if the object is plural and masculine, I just add an S on the end, but that does not change the pronunciation. Violet, violet. And if it's feminine and plural, you'll add an S, and again, does not change the pronunciation. Violette and violette. So when you add an E to the end of some words, sometimes that's going to change the pronunciation. Like down here on green, we have vert and verte. And then sometimes the spelling just changes entirely, like blanc et blanche. Blanc et blanche. You will see that there are a few words that never change, like orange. Orange stays the same all the way through, and marron. Marron stays the same all the way through, and we call those invariable. We don't want you to stress out about this too much, but I did want to point it out, and you will see this in your resource guide. So here's an example. We have a masculine object, un stylo. And so when we want to say it's a red pen, we'd say c'est un stylo rouge. If it's a blue pen, we'd say c'est un stylo bleu. And if it's a black pen, we'd say c'est un stylo noir. Now over here under une gomme, because that's feminine, c'est une gomme rouge. You can see rouge is the same, masculine and feminine. C'est une gomme bleue. Bleu, it sounds the same, masculine and feminine, but you do have to add that extra E. And same with noir. C'est un stylo noir. C'est une gomme noire. You add the extra E. Now, as we continue on in our study in French, you will learn that some adjectives actually have to come in front of the noun they're describing, just like they do in English. C'est un petit stylo. That's a small pen. C'est une petite gomme. That's a small eraser. Again, notice the extra E because it's feminine. Or maybe it's a large pen. C'est un grand stylo. C'est une grande gomme. So petit and grand are going to be your first two adjectives that you learned that the adjective is going to come in front of the noun that they describe. I hope that makes sense. If you have questions, make sure you ask le professeur. Merci. Au revoir.